roll call and meeting statement.
Angelique Ashby. Bobby Singh Allen. Don Natoli. Eric Guerra.
Here.
Garrett Gatewood.
Here.
Kevin Spees.
Present.
Mai Vang.
Here.
Patrick Kennedy. Phil Cerna. Rich Desmond. Rick Jennings. Sean Laloe.
Here.
Sean Farmer. Sue Frost. Here. Tim Schaefer.
Here.
Linda Budge. Darren Soon. Jeff Harris. Saul Hernandez.
Here.
Joshua Hoover. Brett Daniels. Karina Talamontes. Chinoa Rhodes. And we have a quorum at 8 members.
Excellent.
Meeting of the Sacramento Public Library Authority is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T Uverse cable systems. This meeting is closed captioned and live streamed at metro14live.saccounty.net. Today's meeting will be repeated Saturday, March 26th on channel 14 and can also be viewed on Metro Cable 14's YouTube channel. The meeting will also be recorded via Zoom. A DVD copy will be available upon request no later than 2 weeks following today's meeting. The full agenda, including reports, is available on the library website at www.saclibrary.org. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should raise their hand in the Zoom program. Please speak clearly when addressing the board and state your name for the record. Comments are limited to 3 minutes so that everyone may be heard. Please also note that participation in this teleconference via telephone rather than the Zoom app may result in your telephone number being visible to the public during the live broadcast and later telecast of this meeting.
All right, thank you very much. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and do the Pledge of Allegiance. So, for hand over heart, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right. And at this, I'm going to ask if they're on public comment on any matters not on the agenda. Can everyone raise their hand? And is there anyone, clerk, that would like to speak?
There's no one signed up and I don't see any hands raised in the program.
Excellent. So we're going to move on to presentations. Heather.
Item 3, presentations, Friends of the Sacramento Public Library.
Hello, thank you so much. My name is Devon Graves, and I'm currently serving as the Vice President of the Friends of the Sacramento Public Library Board. It is my honor to provide the report on behalf of the Friends. Since the last Authority Board meeting, the Friends Board met to discuss topics such as leadership development for the Friends Board, Friends membership and recruitment, the Books First program, and of course, the Book Dim. One of the most pressing matters at this time is the upcoming Big Day of Giving. This is an exciting time for our board and membership where we have the opportunity to engage in fundraising for important Friends of the Sacramento Public Library and Sacramento Public Library initiatives. For the remainder of our presentation, I would like to yield to my colleague and fellow Friends board member, Karen Wilson, who is heading up our Big Day of Giving efforts. As you will recall, Karen is the immediate past president of the Friends Board, and we are beyond grateful to have her spearheading this year's Big Day of Giving efforts. Karen, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Devon. I just had a few, you could time me if you want, 2 minutes on the Big Day of Giving and Book First program for this year. And thanks, good to see everybody. This year, Big Day of Giving is on May 5th. It's always on a Thursday, first Thursday in May, May 5th. The Friends will be raising funds to support 2 of the library's programs for kids, year 7 of Book First and summer reading for the first time for us. With these outstanding programs every year, the library gives out more than 50,000 books. Our goal this year is to raise at least $80,000 to support 14,000 students in 550 classrooms for the 2022-23 school year that starts in the fall, and to support 25,000 young readers through summer reading. Just a little background, because we have some new members. Since 2016, the Friends have provided funds for books to almost 60,000 kids in our region. The pandemic never stopped us or the library. And this school year, the one we're in now through Book First, we're helping the library deliver 28,000 books for first graders in 180 schools. And these are schools where families have the fewest resources to provide access to books at home. And I'd like to say, even though we're having problems with city schools, I visited Sylvan Oaks Elementary School last week, and we'll be doing Elk Grove School visits next week. So the visits go on. And Friends volunteers in these visits join youth services librarians who are great to talk to kids about their local libraries and all the great free books that they can find there year round. And summer reading is a great fit for Book First, because it continues the enthusiasm for reading library books and that gift that is the joy of reading. So we're happy to be involved with Book First and summer reading this year. So as May 5th gets closer, we'll invite you to look for our messages, please, on social media and help us get the word out. You've always been great about in the past, and we look forward to working with you on that program again this year.
So thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you for everything you do. You really are a benefit, a blessing to our cities. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right. Let's move on to executive team reports. Clerk.
Item 4, executive team report.
Director Natoli's here, by the way. Excuse me. I just joined. So
Awesome. Right.
second.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'll begin my report if that's good.
Thank you so much.
So I'll just want to highlight a number of things that are in the written report. And first, I'm coming to you live from Portland, where Kathy Crosswaith and I are attending the Public Library Association conference. She and I just this morning were meeting with a number of our vendors to provide some of our services. Having some conversations about their updates and the things that they provide, and it's been very, very productive. So from the written report, a couple of things. We are working in a phased-in approach to restore services and programs in person at the library. We have begun that. The first phase was the lifting of the mandatory mask mandate for staff, and the phase 2 and phase 3 were being rolled out. And more information about that is in the report. We are working to a goal of return to normal. It may be a little bit of a new normal based on further guidance, but we're hoping to have the libraries looking and back to how they were before the pandemic, with the ultimate goal of seamless transition to services as they were. The other item that I want to highlight is that we are working with our partner park districts to come up with some ways to streamline getting permits for our use of the parks. Our youth services staff have worked very hard to get permission to hold outdoor story times, but found that there is a patchwork of regulation and different requirements to use the parks. In some cases, the application process is very long and a little cumbersome, and not designed for government use, but for individuals and for athletic leagues. So we're working on some ways to streamline that process. So we may come to some of the members of this board for assistance in navigating some of those jurisdictional issues with our partners in the parks districts. So if you get a call for an email from me about parks, please know it's about our desire to make the process easier for us to have access to the parks, to provide in-person programs at those locations with story time and other things for library programs. And Heather, if you could just share the picture. We received a great report from staff members at the Rio Linda Branch Library. This is a mother and her child They attend our outdoor story times. And she said after 3 weeks, one day they were in the kitchen and their child was saying the letter K over and over, the K, 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 K sound. And that the husband got very concerned and thought something was wrong. And the mother said, "Oh no, he's just practicing. Story time at the library was the letter K today." And so the branch manager took this picture after she was told that story. Um, Evidence that kids do learn very quickly and they do listen to what we tell them. So this adorable child and their mother are going to continue coming to story times. And in my report, I titled the story "Why We Do What We Do," and I can think of nothing better example as to why we do what we do than to help children learn how to read and use the library. We continue, thanks Heather, we continue to have issues with the Mcclatchy Library and some facilities issues. We are working very closely with the city of Sacramento to mitigate those. And we will hopefully have more of an update. And I don't know if we'll have a resolution, but we will continue to provide information to the board. Hopefully the solution can come to pass about that. But there's more detailed information in that. And I know that just today, our Deputy Director, Jared Keller, was discussing this issue with our facilities folks and the city of Sacramento. So we're hoping that can be remedied soon. So that's the extent of what I'll share from the report. There are, of course, a lot more things going on, but happy to answer any questions from members of the board about my report if there are any. And if Jared and Kathy, if there are things that I've missed, please let me know.
All right, do we have any questions?
We have a guest with a hand raised. Diane Gregory.
Hi,
Diane.
hello. I'm a member of the Mcclatchy Friends Board, and I was reading the report on the Mcclatchy Library that was submitted, and it's the mitigation efforts seem to be an HVAC that does not have an outside intake, or the windows need to be able to be opened. I just want to say that the Friends Board is all in favor of getting this mitigated and our library back open. And I'm hoping that, and anything that we can do to help, we are ready to do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for stepping up, Diane. Right. Peter, did you get her info?
Yes, I have Diane's information. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? All right, let's move on to number 5.
Item 5, information.
Yes.
And if there's no question on any of these, should I move on to the consent calendar?
Anyone have any questions on item 5? Just so everyone knows, if you guys are curious, the hybrid virtual in-person meetings, we're going to have a hybrid of that. So next month, we should be going back. I will, of course, be going back to council session, or I'm sorry, the meeting, but it's a hybrid model. If you guys have any questions about that, you can always check, read this information. It's pretty clear. All right, let's go to number 6.
Item 6, consent.
Does anyone?
Mr. Chair, I'll move consent.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
Mr. Chair, I second.
Excellent. Can I get a roll call? Oops, sorry, Heather.
Oh, Angelique Ashby. Bobby Singh Allen. Don Natoli.
Aye.
Eric Guerra.
Aye.
Garrett Gatewood.
Aye.
Kevin Spees.
Aye.
Mai Vang.
Yes.
Patrick Kennedy. Phil Cerna. Rich Desmond. Rick Jennings, Sean Malloy,
Aye.
Sean Farmer, Sue Frost,
Aye.
Tim Schaefer,
Aye.
Saul Hernandez.
Aye.
That's unanimous with 9 members present.
Excellent. All right, it looks like we're gonna move to number 8. Any reports, ideas, or questions from our board members?
Actually, we need item 7.
Oh, my bad.
Appointment of Budget Audit Committee fiscal year 2022 to 23.
Excellent. Who is not here that should have been here and was late? All right, my man, who was late? Eric, looks like you're on the budget committee. Sean's on the budget. No. Who would like to sit on the budget committee? It's a good chance for you to learn some information if you haven't ever been on there, because we have some new people about our budgeting and how it's done. We had some really rough times, and the new people that are there are the ones that helped us get through it and keep us in a good standing. So do I have?
Mr. Chair, I think we also usually have our vice chair of the committee, so that would be Vice Chair Desmond, and generally as well.
Excellent. So Rich is on it. So that's a definite plus. He'll thank me for that later.
I can participate if you need someone.
Great. And then we need one more person from the cities. Need someone from the cities.
Mr. Chair, how often does the committee meet?
John, how often do you want to meet?
I'm sorry, what?
I was asking Johnny how many times he wants to meet.
Oh, John, I think you said Don, I'm sorry. Gary.
Yes, Chair Gaywood. Typically, we meet at about 3 times per year, possibly 4 times if needed. So just to go through the audit reports, the May budget, September final, and the mid-year budget. So
It's not a huge commitment, guys. It's like 3 times.
Mr. Chair, I would like to be on the committee if
Awesome. Perfect. All right. Looks like we have 4 guys. So is that good enough, or do you need one more?
Sorry, can we specify, so we have to have 3 and no more than 5 with up to 2 alternates. And so
Okay. Right
so
now,
just
I
keep
got,
that in mind. If
Right.
we're appointing all 4 to the board or to the committee, or are we appointing 3 and 1 alternate? Or if we could just be clear.
so right now I wanted to do myself, Rich Desmond, Sue Frost, Sean, and then if we could get one, you said 5 is the top?
5 and then up to 2 alternates.
Okay. And then can I get one more from the cities? Anyone taken? Kevin?
Right, it wasn't that bad. Okay, I was just offering other cities the opportunity. But certainly,
Awesome. All right. 5, there's your 5. And then our alternates, I'm feeling like Mai would be great at it.
That sounds good.
All right. And then let's get, who else isn't here right now? Bobby. Bobby can be our 7th. Bobby, there we go. There's the group.
Great.
All right.
Do I
Excellent.
need to do a roll call on this?
Oh yeah, let's do a roll call. They're not here. This is interesting.
Or do we need to have a motion?
I'll move the chair's recommendation for the budget committee.
Thank you.
Appointment.
Do I have a second?
Second, Frost.
Excellent. Can I get a roll call, please?
Angelique Ashby, Bobby Singh Allen, Don Natoli,
Aye.
Eric Getta,
Aye.
Garrett Gatewood,
Aye.
Kevin Spees,
aye.
Mai Vang,
Yes.
Patrick Kennedy, Phil Cerna, Rich Desmond, Rick Jennings, John Malloy,
Aye.
Sean Farmer, Sue Frost,
Aye.
Tim Schaefer,
Aye.
Saul Hernandez. Is he still here? Saul Hernandez. Then it's unanimous with 8 members present.
All right, excellent. All right, so I'm going to move on. Do we have any reports, ideas, or questions for the board? All right, seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting and thank everybody for their time. Thanks, guys.
Well done.